Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Another night in front of the computer because I was just outside filming my review video. I have all these reading glasses here. I have these blue ones. I have these clear ones. Let me put those over there. There's the blue ones and the clear ones are the ones that I keep over here to use. And then I have these new ones that I've been wearing today. But I was outside doing my review video and it was thundering. And then as I was bringing stuff in, it started to sprinkle a little bit. And I was like, Alex is not home. And I think instead of getting wet, I'm gonna sit in here. Even though it doesn't look like it's gonna rain that hard. It's supposed to rain really, we are supposed to have storms for like the next 4 days. It stormed really late last night. Interestingly enough though, I've been like putting the ferns and the plants out there to get rain, and they really haven't been getting a lot of rain. So I'm gonna have to go after I get done with this vlog and water my plants because the ferns look a little dry. They look a little thirsty, so I'm gonna water them. But yeah, we have been having really, really bad storms in Indianapolis. I was able to walk just a little bit last night, like 20, 25, I think it was like more like 25 minutes last night. I was able to walk a little bit. But I didn't get to walk as long as I usually do because it was like I could see the lightning and stuff. And I was like, oh, there's little Boo Radley. Hi, honey. He's like, I am ready for everybody to be upstairs. Well, we are upstairs filming videos today, and your dad's going to be home in just a little bit. So Alex is not home right now. Alex went out to a late lunch at like 3:30 with his mom. They went to Naples, which is one of their favorite restaurants. It's like this like Mediterranean Italian restaurant. It's okay. Alex loves it. They have like flatbread pizzas. I'm not a huge flatbread pizza fan, but I have to tell you that after, because he kept on texting me, he was like, do you want me to bring you anything home from Naples? And I was like, no, I'm totally good. Because I was like, I'm trying to eat healthy. And I mean, their pizzas are pretty healthy, but I was like, no, I'm good. And so then when he left, he went to his mom's house. And so, he like texted me, he's like, okay, he's like, we just left. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, oh, damn it, I wish I would have had him get me a pizza. Now I'm craving pizza. Probably, I wouldn't have been craving pizza had he not gone there. But anyway, so Alex is gone. He's gonna probably be coming home here in about an hour or so. He's hanging out with his mom today. And so, his mom and his aunt. So he'll be home in a little bit, but I thought, since he's not home, I will film inside in case it starts raining. I'm hoping that I can walk. I don't know if you can't really ever tell in here, but I can tell from the lights. But it's like, because the light up there is like, brings in so much light in here, but I don't know if you can tell that it's like darker. It's dark in here. It is currently, it's later than it usually is when I film. Time and temperature check, it is currently 6:41 p.m. And let's see what the temperature is. I think it's like in the upper 70s today. It is, oh, it's 80 degrees, and yeah, it says Friday night. It says thunderstorms. Let's see. It has partly to, it says 68 tonight. Partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms. Hold on, it just went down. Scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Oh, it says there is a marginal, it has like a red thing. There's a marginal risk of severe weather today. So, and my last video just got done rendering. I have all my thumbnails made, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm uploading videos on my phone, but I already have my Peter Does Stuff video and my TV video uploaded. My Peter Does Stuff video is posted. My TV video is scheduled. It'll be going up here in a little bit. Well, it's not done yet. My drama video is done, and then when I get that one done, I have my Peterisms and my review video to still upload on that. So I thought I could do that one. That's real quick. I just like put it on my phone and then upload it. But anyway, yeah, today I woke up and I was so tired because I stayed up late last night watching these movies for Peter's Movie Club. I'm gonna light this candle. I keep on bringing this lighter over here because I'm like, I'm gonna light this candle if I'm inside while I'm vlogging. Make a little mood lighting in here. So when I woke up today, I was really tired, and I haven't been taking, oh, I need to like, if this doesn't go down, I might have to trim my wick, because I know it's going down a little bit. I've been like taking my medicine like off and on this week, because if I have to get up early, and this candle, I don't know, it's like, is it gonna go down? I think it's gonna go down. I haven't been taking my medicine every day, because if it's a day that I have to get up early for like my eye appointment, or like going with like the morning that I had my eye appointment, I had to be up really, really early. What was the other appointment that I had this week? That I had to be my tooth appointment. I had to be at my dental appointment. I had to be up early. So I wasn't it's been like one day I take my medicine, the next day I didn't. Last night I took my medicine because I knew I could sleep in today. And Alex didn't have his morning meetings or anything like that, so he got to sleep in today too. So I was like, I'm gonna take my medicine. I know that I can sleep in because it doesn't help me fall asleep. Last night I actually like struggled to fall asleep, more so than I usually do. But when I sleep really deep. Like I don't know anything that goes on around me and stuff. And so there's Boo Radley. What are you doing, Boo? You come over here and say hi. Come here, honey. Hey, bud. He's like looking up at the chair, deciding if he wants to go now. He's running into the kitchen. But it makes me sleep really, really deep when I take it. And so I woke up today and I just was still really, really tired. It took me a while to wake up. Actually, I had a little bit of coffee earlier and I just filled this up. I haven't really had that much coffee today yet. So when I got up today, I had kind of convinced myself that I was just going to film my Peter Does Stuff channel video because I wanted to announce the movie for this week, which I actually didn't pick until the movie. I like went on the video. I like went through and like scrolled and like picked a movie. It's interesting the movie that I picked for this. Well, that got picked this week. The universe picked the movie. Well, hi, honey. Now he's like going up the stairs. Like he's feeling lonely. He's like, I should put his little bed right here, but I don't think that he would sit in it even if I put it right here. When I would work here before, like when Pee-Pee was still here with us, he would like lay on the floor. Like if I put a bed over here, we wouldn't get in the bed, but like on the floor, he would lay on the cold floor. I think it felt good, and he would like lay right next to me. Boo Radley won't do that though. So he stands underneath my chair for therapy appointments. He like stands around. Sometimes I hold him during the therapy, so he'll let me pick him up. I don't know, like if he can tell my voice. Like Tucker could always tell when I filmed Peterism's videos. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I would film videos and I would like sign off, Tucker would always like bark at the very, I think he barked or did something at the very end of my Peterism's videos. It was so cute. It was one of the things I noticed like after Tucker was gone, because I was like, oh, like I'm filming my Peterism's videos and he's not here anymore for that sound. But anyway, so when I woke up today, I was like, I think I'm just gonna film my Peter Does Stuff video and a vlog, and that was my plan. I was gonna read today. I finally finished, last night, I finished the Misfortune book. I think it's book 26, and it was Swamp Spies. I will tell you that I was actually gonna do a booktube video today about this. If I finish this vlog and I still feel like filming and Alex is still not home, sometimes he and his mom hang out for hours on end. If he is still not home when I get done vlogging, then I might film a booktube video, but I don't think I will. I'll probably save it till tomorrow or Sunday, because I was gonna do a video talking about the Misfortune series and Cozy Mysteries, but I wasn't, like, I did not love this one. I didn't dislike it. I mean, I love the Misfortune series, period. Like, it's just like, it's like visiting home to read the books, because I've read so many of them. I used to hate series. I used to hate, like, reading series of books. And the Misfortune series is really the first one that really, like, changed that for me. And then the Tanya Kappas, the Criminals and Campground series, I love that series, too. I now like reading series of books. Back in the day, I didn't like reading series at all. I was in fact thinking, because my neighbor's really into like world building books, and she loved the Sarah J. Maas books, and she goes on and talks about every time we go to the pool, she's always talking about the Sarah J. Maas books. And so I was actually thinking about, I have such a hard time. I think the last, I'm probably forgetting some book, but the last like world building book I read was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I bought the follow-up book to it, and I think I have it on Audible. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't even think, I never read it. It was long. I remember it was really long. And I bought another Leigh Bardugo book, because I did like Six of Crows. I like the writing style of it. I'm not really interested in world building stuff at all. I never have been. So I finished last night. I only had like 8 or 9 minutes left of it, but I finished the Misfortune book. It was good. I mean, for me though, I'll be honest with you, like, it started off differently. So it started off not in sinful Louisiana. It started off, they were in the Middle East. But that was just like the beginning part of the book. And then they came home, and then there was like this mystery that they were solving. I don't know, it just felt like a filler book to me, in all honesty. Like, usually her books, I'm like, oh my god, I love this so much. It very much just felt like a filler book to me. I ended up I usually give all of her books 4 stars, or 5 stars. I give it a 4 star. I just really wasn't that thrown down with it. I mean, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I would recommend this book to somebody. In fact, off of this book, there's so many books in this series that are so fantastic. I don't know, this wasn't it. So the next one, I still have the next one, which is called Baskets and Beignets, but I'm going to start that one. I think I'm going to wait a little bit and save it. I was going to read it right away, but I think I'm going to save it because there's some thrillers I want to read. So last night I started the Smile Beach Murders, which was the July book for Peter's Book Club, so I'm behind on that. So I'm going to try to read it in the next 2 days and then do my review of it. I like it. I'm not that far into it. I'm only like probably 30 or 40 minutes into it. I like it. It's very, very like, she wants to let you know this is a cozy mystery. And there's a couple other authors that I've read. It seems like the newer authors kind of do this. They put in like a lot of references instead of just being like, okay, like just standing alone as I don't know how to explain this. If you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about if you read a lot of cozy mysteries. Instead of just being like, knowing you're a cozy mystery and being a cozy mystery because of your characters and the lack of sex and violence and things like that and the food and the pets, it like comes out and tells you it's a cozy mystery. Like she says in there, like her mom's favorite books, and she's like, I prefer cozy mysteries over this. I mean, there's a lot of cozy mystery references at the very beginning to let you know this is a cozy mystery. Well, that's why I picked it, because it was a cozy mystery, you know what I mean? So anyway, but it's good. It's not bad. It takes place on this island. And she's like working in this bookstore, and she comes home and she's like this journalist and stuff. I like it so far. It's short. It's not super long. It's like 9 hours and 40 minutes, and I have it sped up to like 2.3. The narrator like speaks pretty slow, so I can like double it. So I think I'm listening to it at like 2 times 3 speed. What is going on with this video? It's not like processing. Please tell me this is not happening with this video. Sometimes videos get stuck in processing. Is the Wi-Fi down or something? Sometimes if you, start uploading it again, just a little trick. But see, this video took like 30 or 40 minutes to upload, this drama video. Sometimes if you start uploading it, it will trick the system a little bit. And then the other one will like hit into processing. If you're a YouTuber out there, you make videos, if that ever happens to you. I haven't had a video stuck in processing. What I mean by stuck in processing is that, so like it uploads the video and then it goes to processing and then it goes to checking. Well, sometimes it gets stuck at 0%. It has to go to 100% of processing. Sometimes it gets stuck at 0%. It hasn't happened to me in a long time. It didn't happen on my other videos, so I don't know why it's happening on this one. So I'm hoping that it's not like something that's going on with YouTube. Sometimes a thing with YouTube. Yeah, but it's not like tripping. Usually it's like right away it'll trip it into the new one. Yeah, it's saying processing will begin shortly, so it's not going to do it. So I'm gonna have to upload this video again. Well, it's probably a good thing then, and I'm sitting in here. This was a God thing then, right? If God's in YouTube, I don't know. So yeah, so when I woke up today, I totally just lost my train of thought of what I was thinking about. I was talking about that cozy mystery book. So I started that last night. But when I woke up today, I was like, I was so tired, and I was like, I just want to listen to this audiobook. It was very dreary. Oh, there goes the light. It was very dreary. It's been very cloudy all day today. It's looked like it was going to storm all day today. And so I was like, I just want to read and just listen to this audiobook. I want to finish that graphic novel. I literally have like 10 pages left. And I'm like, I just have to finish this graphic novel. And then I also want to finish or get into Smile Beach Murders. So I was like, I can take a walk earlier. And then Alex, because like the lunch deal with his mom kind of like was a late plan. He didn't have any plans. And then she like called him. And so they decided to go to lunch. And she was like hanging out with her sister. And so she was like, we're going to go to lunch. Do you want to go? And so he asked me, he was like, do you want to go to lunch? I was like, if you're going to go to lunch, I said, I'll just stay and film some videos. That way, if I don't want to film as much on Saturday and Sunday, I don't have to. I said, you go spend time with your mom. This is the thing. Like, when I've explained this on a lot of videos before, like I love his mom and I love doing stuff with his mom. I love doing stuff with his mom by myself. But when I was with my ex came to like everything that I did with my mom, like always wanted to be there. I mean, we were very, very I mean, both of us, it went both ways. It wasn't just, you know, him to me, but we were both very smothering of each other. We didn't have like a lot of people outside of each other. We had a few friends. I mean, Tanya I had and things like that, obviously, but we didn't have a lot of friends outside of each other, you know? And so whenever I would do things with my mom, like he would always want to go, whether we were going out to dinner or going shopping, like in Edinburgh Outlet Mall, or, you know, I'd take him to the casino sometimes, like on a weekend for a birthday or something like that, and go eat at the buffet. Or if I was coming over here to have a cup of coffee, like he always wanted to come. Or if he was like working and I was stopping here on the way home from work, like he would stop over here when he was done with work. And I remember my mom said to me one time, she was like, I love him so much. I mean, my mom loved, you know, both of my exes that she knew. Him and my ex before that. She loved both of them. But she was like, I love him. She was like, I mean, I feel like, you know, he's like my son-in-law. She said, but you're my son and I want to spend time with you alone, doing things with you alone. And I can remember like he didn't love that. He didn't. He was like, I can remember him thinking like I was going to talk to her about like breaking up with him. This was like years before we broke up. But anyway. So with Alex and his mom, I can remember my mom saying that. I actually told his mom this, and I actually told Jesse this too. I was like, when she comes out here to visit in San Diego, let them, and he does, like Fufu takes her to go, like Padres games and stuff like that, and takes her out to dinner and takes her to go sightseeing and stuff. Jesse does a lot of stuff with them too, but Jesse does stuff alone with her, and that's like, I do stuff alone with her too, and I think that that's important. Like, you know, every holiday I always like make sure that I like pull her aside and we sit down for like, you know, 45 minutes and just sit there and talk and whatever, and we talk on the phone and whatever, but like, I think it's important for her to have a relationship with her sons outside of their partners, you know? And I think it's something that we don't talk about a lot. I think that once, you know, it's like that saying, like, this was actually in the movie Trip to Bountiful, that she said, when you have a daughter and your daughter marries, you gain a son. But if you have a son and your son marries, you lose a son. And I think that's kind of the mentality a little bit, you know, with like marriage. I mean, that's a generalization. It's just a line from a movie, you know. I know it's different for each family, but I think that's kind of the case a little bit, you know. It's like, it all becomes about you as his partner instead of realizing that you also have a relationship with your siblings and your parent outside of that, instead of it just always being getting together for family stuff, you know what I mean? So anyway, so he's with his mom today. In all honesty, I mean, I would have loved to have gone to lunch, but I wouldn't have wanted to. I knew it was going to be like running around, going to her house, sitting around, talking for hours on end. I just wanted to film some videos today because then I was like, I don't know how much I want to film this weekend. I'm kind of starting to feel like maybe I need to take a couple days off. Every once in a while, I feel like I'm not going to take complete days off, but take a couple days off. I'll still film my vlog, probably, but I mean, I haven't taken a day off from vlogging in 4 months. Like I said, I'm trying to like wait until it's like a day that I can't film because we're going to do something, that I take a day off. But there was a couple months for a while where I was like taking full weekends off or taking a day on the weekend off or whatever and just wouldn't film anything, not even a vlog on those days. And I mean, it was good for me, but I always missed it. So yeah. So anyway, I woke up today, and my plan last night and when I woke up today was that I was just going to film on my Peter Does Stuff video announcing the movie for Peter's Movie Week, or Peter's Movie Club, and then I was going to do the vlog. That was my plan. But when Alex said he was leaving to go to lunch, I was like, well, I can film some other videos. So I filmed the Movie Club video, and then I ended up filming, I was going to do a recap video on my Peter Watches TV channel because I have like 10 shows that I want to do, not recaps, reactions to. But I've had this idea for the Shark Movie Club of watching all shark movies. And I'm doing that on my Peter Watches TV channel. And so I was like, I think I'm gonna start that today because I was like real inspired by it. So I did that video, and then I did a Peterisms video. And then when those were rendering, I had those rendering, I was like, I should do a drama video. And I had this idea just like come to me. I was like thinking about a couple different things. I had this idea for a drama video. So I filmed that. That was actually a lot of fun to make. So I filmed that drama video, and then after that, I came down here and I was like thinking about stuff that I was going to review this weekend because I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I want. Then I was like, because Alex at that point, that was when he texted me and said they were leaving to leave the restaurant. And he's going back to his mom's house, and I was like, oh, he's going to be gone for like another couple hours. So I was like, I can film a couple more videos. And so, because, you know, like on the weekends when he's off and stuff like that, I mean, he doesn't care. He'll like have his AirPods on and he'll like watch, you know, a movie or TikToks or whatever. But I like him to be able to relax too. So if I don't film outside, you know, then I have to film in here, and I don't want him just to have to sit and, you know, shut up in the bedroom for 3 hours if he doesn't want to. And so I was like, okay, I gotta use this day to film. And so I was like, I'll film a booktube video. I was gonna do, oh, that's what I was saying. I was gonna do this video about the Misfortune series and stuff like that. But I ended up not doing that because it started getting, I didn't realize that it was like almost 6. And so I did this review video because I have this Tabitha Brown salad. Did I throw it away? It was right over, I had the bag right over there so I could put the name of it on the title of the video. But I had this Tabitha Brown salad. Well, the last time that I bought this exact salad, it expired. And so I went into the kitchen and I looked, and it expires tomorrow. And so I was like, okay, I have to do this video before it expires because I'm not gonna go buy a 3rd salad to review. But it was good. Those Tabitha Brown salads are good. The first one that I did was the dill pickle one. I actually liked it better than this one. This one was a strawberry balsamic. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was good. It was a good salad. I think I gave it like, I don't know. You'll have to go watch the video, but it was a good salad. The dill pickle one was better though. I really, really liked the dill pickle one. So yeah, and now I'm vlogging. It's like I can see out there, like because usually, you know, in the summer it doesn't get dark till like 8:30 or 9. I can, and so right now, what time is it? Is it 7 yet? It's 6:59, and I can see on the windows at the top of the door how dark it is. It's gonna be storm central tonight. So I have a feeling when Alex gets home from being with his mom and aunt, he'll want to like lay down and take a little bit of a nap. We don't really have tons to watch. We have Orange County to watch. Bradley just keeps on coming to the top of the stairs. It's so cute. We have Orange County to watch. I watched Big Brother last night. I'm caught up on it. He's not, I said to him I was like, do you care if I watch Big Brother? And he was like, no. He goes, I don't even know if I'm going to keep on watching it or not. So he's not like completely committed to it. So I don't know if he'll watch that tonight. He started watching something else. He finished The Boys. He finished Elite. He finished he's caught up on House of Dragon. And none of those are shows that I would watch. Tanya said that he would really like Supercell. And so I was telling him about that. That was like on top 10 on Netflix. He was asking me about Unsolved Mysteries, but that's not something that he would watch. He would like that. He doesn't like the true crime. I mean, he doesn't dislike true crime. Like, we watch Making the Murderer together, but it's not like something that he seeks out. And he doesn't really love thrillers. Like, because I was talking to him about Presumed Innocent. Like, he would watch it because I told him to watch. People recommended me all the time to watch. Is it with not Kate Winslet? Who is that? That's in Mayor of Easttown. That was one of the most fantastic thrillers that I've ever watched. Is it Kate Winslet that's in that? I feel like it might be Kate Winslet that's in that. Hold on a second. Kate Winslet, yeah. So good. It's on Max if you haven't watched it. I looked several years ago, and they said there weren't going to be a season 2. Is Mayor of Easttown season 2 out yet? Let's see what it says. Oh, this was from June. Mark Ruffalo teams with Mayor of Easttown writer for a new HBO series. The 2nd season of Mayor hasn't officially been ordered or announced, but Orsi said, we did have discussions about season 2 following the shows. I think they decided that they weren't going to do a season 2. I wonder what the HBO series is that Mark Ruffalo. I love Mark Ruffalo. I think he is so good looking. What was I going to say? So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. I put a couple of things on my list. Somebody asked me about Harper's Island. Have you guys heard of this show? It came out years ago. It's like a horror movie kind of TV show. Harper's Island. I looked it up last night and put it on my list. You can watch it on, like, I think Amazon. Here, I have it pulled up right here. It's on Apple TV. Oh, you have to buy it? Well, where else can you watch it? I mean, I don't mind buying a TV show. What's Dead of Summer? 2016? Oh, Fear Island. That's what I watched that I was confusing it with. Fear Island. The sole survivor of a weekend getaway recounts the events leading to the murders of 6 friends on a secluded island. Oh, no, that's not it. Because that's a movie. Maybe it was Harper's Island. Whatever I watched was about this guy, because it reminded me of my mom's friend, Diane, that lived on Beaver Island, Michigan. And it was like a real small island, and he comes home. Do you guys see the candle, the glare of the candle? It's very mood lighting, isn't it? What a mood. But he comes home and, like, people are like, oh, what brings you home and all this kind of stuff, and then some murder happens. That's the show that I watched. Harper's Island is an American mystery limited series created by Ari Schlossberg for CBS. And it was canceled after 1 season. What's the other one? Dead of Summer, what's that? Horror, 1 season. Why was Dead of Summer canceled? Dead of Summer won't live to see another season. Freeform has canceled the horror drama after its 10-episode freshman run, which averaged fewer than. Was it bad? I want like a really, like, I don't care if it came out 10 years ago. I want a really, really good, like, 1 to 3 season. If not, I'm going to start watching Ozark. But I really, really want a good, like, 3-season thriller to start watching. Please put it in the comment section below. Like, I'm begging for it. I'm begging on my knees for it. I want some really, really good thriller. I'm uploading videos on my phone, so I can't pull up my notes right now. I always have stuff that I'm looking at. You guys want to know the stuff I'm looking at right now? So I'm looking at Replica Cologne by Maison Margiela. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's like several different that I'm looking at. I'm looking at, which one's this one? Coffee Break. Autumn Vibes, Coffee Break. This is Sailing Club, is that one of them? I think it's Autumn Vibes and Coffee Break are the ones that I was looking at. If anybody has any recommendations for that, please let me know. And then I'm looking at these Soulmate socks. They also have scarves on there that are $43 that I really, really like. So I'm gonna order some of those for the fall. And then I'm looking at these shoes. You guys know those black Oxfords that I got from Untamed Street? They're super expensive, but I think they were worth every penny. I literally wore them to every like holiday, Christmas party, event that I went to since I got them. I love those shoes. I love them. They're so comfortable. They're really cool. They're like wooden soles. They're handmade. I love them. And so I was looking on their website last night. Their shoes are expensive. But they have these ones called Haven Barley Brown Suede. I thought they would be really good for the fall. And then, like with jeans, and like this guy here's got jeans and like a button down with a t-shirt on underneath there. I think I'm gonna get the brown ones. They have this color called, what's the color called? Linen or something? They have Sandstone Apron, which I really, really like. But they look more of like a summer shoe. I mean, they could go for fall, but I like the brown one best. And oh, the one that I like is called Linen Gray Suede Derby Shoes. So I'm either going to get the linen gray, or I'm going to get the, I think these are leather. Yeah, those, they have this, I want the suede ones. Or I'm going to get the barley brown suede. I really, really like those. I think I'll probably get those. Those are the things I'm looking at right now. I have a sweatshirt on there. It says, beg your pardon, like Dolly Parton. But the more I looked at it, I was like, I don't think that I'm really into that. So last night, yeah, I listened to audiobooks. And then I watched Big Brother. I watched for a little bit, but not very long because it started to rain. And then I watched Big Brother later. I watched Big Brother. Last night was, I will be honest with you, with the eviction, and I don't want to give anything away, but last night with the eviction was the first time that I was like, okay, I'm into it this season. Like, this is getting good. Last night was the first night. Sweetie, I just took you out. What do you want, honey? He's like doing laps. Honey, come here. You got dinner, you got water, you just went outside. He keeps him walking the stairs. He wants his dad. I know, you're frustrated because you want us upstairs in the bedroom. Come here, honey. Come here. He's so funny. So I watched Big Brother, and then I lit the candles and made coffee, and I watched When a Stranger Calls and When a Stranger Calls Back, because those were the movies for Peter's Movie Club. When a Stranger Calls was an hour and 37 minutes, and When a Stranger Calls Back was an hour and 33 minutes, so it's like 3 hours of movies. When a Stranger, I talked for like 15 minutes on my Peter Does Stuff channel, so I'm not going to go that long talking about it over here. It's just like out of focus because it's so dark. I feel like it's out of focus because it's so dark, but if I turn it up, like, it's like, then it like blares me out. Or that's not bad. I feel like I have seen When a Stranger Calls so many times in my life that like everything that happened I remembered. In fact, I feel like I watched it not too long ago, like a couple years ago. You guys are probably like, yeah, you talked about it on here. I feel like it was not too long ago that I watched it. Colleen Dewhurst in it is fantastic. I love her in it. Carol Kane I love too, but Colleen Dewhurst, it was her part that was scary to me in the movie. When A Stranger Calls didn't, like, that movie terrified me when I was a little kid. It didn't really scare me at all watching it this time. Like, I mean, at all. I thought I would be, like, really scared watching. The camera stopped. When I started it, I thought I'm going to be really scared watching this. And towards the end, it started lightning outside. And then during the second one, it started, like, pouring down rain. And I was like, I had all the candles lit, like, well, not all the candles, but I had like one over there and then like two in the kitchen. And so it's like lit up and there's like shadows in the walls and stuff like that. The first one didn't scare me at all. The second one I thought was scary. Like, I was like looking through the windows in the kitchen, like thinking that there was somebody out there and stuff like that. Like, it was scary. The second one I thought was scary. I remembered it, but I didn't remember. I think I may have only ever seen the second one like once, maybe twice, but like I remembered the end of it. I didn't remember how it ended, but I couldn't even remember how it ended in my video review today because it was such a boring ending. But the end of it, I remember that happening sometime in the movie, about this guy like painting himself into a wall. Like, I remember that part from the movie at some point. But anyway, so I watched that. But then to be honest with you, I was scared when it got done. Like, it takes a lot to get me scared. Tonight I'll probably watch some Sister Wives, I think, if I don't find a thriller. But yeah, it takes a lot to kind of get me scared. And so when I finished it, I was like sitting in the chair and I was like a little nervous about stuff. And so I was like, okay, like, you need to watch something else. So I started watching Moonlighting. I've seen the pilot to Moonlighting so many times. Like, I know that, like, I have the VCR version of Moonlighting. And so, or the pilot of it. And so I know the pilot so well. So I went and I watched the second one. I made it like halfway through and then I went to bed. I was like, okay, you need to go to bed. So I went to bed and then I just tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned in bed. And then I finally fell asleep and I slept deep. I slept really, really deep. So tonight, I don't know what I'm going to watch. If Alex wants to watch Orange County, we'll watch Orange County tonight. If he doesn't, then we'll watch it sometime this weekend. I think that's the only show that we have left together. Unless he watches Big Brother. Dubai, we're already caught up on. I have a feeling this one's not going to process either. If this does the same thing. Oh, no. It is processing. Oh, thank God. Oh, good. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to let it go until it's all the way through. People have recommended to me to watch that boy band show. It's like the manager of this boy band that's on Netflix. The only reason I would watch it is to do a reaction to it on my Peter Watches TV channel. I have no interest in watching it. It's like, in all honesty, like, so many like drama commentary channels covered all that stuff to do with that movie. Every time I mispronounce it, people get really pissed that it's like Quiet on the Set or whatever. What's that show? Quiet on Set? Is that what it is? Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of the Kids. Every time Kids TV. Every time I say, like, Quiet on the Set, people are like, it's quiet on the set! I mean, they get really mad at me about it when I say it, like, in drama videos. But I didn't watch that. I don't love watching that kind of stuff. And in all honesty, like, I don't know any of those shows. Those shows were, like, 20 years after I was in high school, if even that. Like, probably, like, aren't those shows, like, it says 90s kids, but I feel like, wait. The Untold Story of, I don't know, did anybody watch it? I feel like it was really, really dark. What is this? This isn't episodes. Oh, that's episode 5. Yeah, I mean, like, Amanda Bynes, like, and I feel bad for everybody involved in that whole situation. Like, I think it's horrible. But I don't know those shows. I don't know a lot about those people. I don't know a lot about those actors. And so that's not like a period of like film, television industry that I'm super interested in. And I think it's just really dark and tragic. And I don't love watching that stuff anyway. But so many people watch that because I think so many people... Is this one now processing? Is the second one now processing? What is going on? So I think that's why a lot of people were talking about it back then. But yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about that. I didn't watch that. And the Kevin Spacey exposed one, I didn't go back and watch that either. I haven't really heard that great of things about it. I heard like somebody talking about it, and then after that it was like nobody was really talking about it. I like to watch like true crime stuff. That's, I mean, and like true crime that I said this. I can't remember who said it on here because it was kind of funny. But I said that stuff is so dark for me. Like I like true crime that has to do with like. I like murder investigations and stuff like that. Just sad, tragic. I mean, which murder investigations are sad and tragic. That's not what I'm saying. But like the solving of a crime is interesting to me. I think that's part of it. Just to hear about really some sad shit that happened, like that's, I don't, like that just makes me sad. And then I find myself getting angry and, I find myself getting just kind of like consumed. And what is going on here? I find myself getting kind of consumed with like finding out more about it, about, you know, whatever. If people want me to watch Quiet on Set, I'll watch it. It's been out for so long now that to watch it at this point and do a reaction to it is like, I guess I guess I could do it like now after everything's come out and all these people have shared their stories. And I mean, after, where is this at? After just the documentary, I mean, so many people have, you know, come out and talked about stuff. Dan Schneider's come out and said a bunch of stuff. So, I could do that. But I would only do it for that channel, you know? And so I'm trying to like watch stuff that I enjoy watching. So please give me some good thriller suggestions. And like, that's the other thing, like with the boy band thing, that's what made me think of that. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, I'm not interested. That's when I kind of like skip out on documentaries and stuff like that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not super interested. I don't know why. Like even with like reading back in the day, I remember the one true crime book that I read that back in the day was called Detour, and it was about Lana Turner's daughter, I think, shot and killed Lana Turner's boyfriend or something like that because he was like abusive. I read that and I thought it was fantastic. Frances Farmer, I'm very interested in. Jane Mansfield, when I was a kid, I was super interested in because I saw like the made-for-TV movie about Jane Mansfield, and I was super interested in that. Other than Marilyn Monroe, a little bit Andy Warhol during my high school years, but like to read stuff, like I really haven't read that many memoirs about people. Like my dad and my Aunt Susie both told me that like the Willie Nelson autobiography or biography or whatever is like fantastic. So many people have told me that, and I have it like on my Audible. So many people have told me that the Matthew McConaughey, that Green Lights book is so good. I don't really have any desire to read about like celebrity scandals, celebrities' lives. I don't know why. You would think I would, right? But I just don't. I don't know why. Yeah, I just don't have tons and tons of... Hold on a second. What did I feel like? Huh. I was like, okay, see, this is where I almost uploaded the wrong video on the wrong channel. I almost uploaded my Peterism's video on my review video because I wasn't paying attention. But got it straight. Yeah, I'm just like, you know, like the R. Kelly documentary, I never watched that. I'm not super interested in, I know it's, maybe I should be, I don't know, but I'm not super interested in the lives of celebrities and stuff like that. I mean, some celebrities, but not even really that. Like within the context of like watching reality TV and whatever, if something comes into that. But like to read like a whole book or watch like a whole series about something like that, there's so many other things that I'm more interested in. Is anybody else like that out there? Like I'm really not. Like, I mean, I can remember when Tanya was like, oh my God, like the R. Kelly documentary and whatever, like it's so, like, you know, it's like, and I remember reading, like I can remember watching like the Michael Jackson, like Neverland thing or whatever, and I just was like, it was like so sad and tragic, but it just at the same time, it just was like, I don't know, I lack interest in the whole like movie star, singer, songwriter, famous people, like kind of this. I like to read about like normal people cases. That's what I like to read about. I don't know if anybody else is out there that's like that. Probably the last... Detour's probably one of the last books that I read. I'm trying to think of what else have I read. Like people told me to read the Stevie Nicks book. I think I downloaded it and I didn't read it. I mean, you guys know I love Stevie Nicks. I have no interest in reading a book about their life. To sit and listen to her at concert telling stories about her life, that's a different thing. Like, I would love to, like, listen to, like, an interview where she's, like, telling stories of her life and stuff like that. But to read a book or to watch a documentary series or whatever, it would have to be over something that, like somebody, okay, so many people have recommended, like, this is something that's completely out of this, but the same thing. It's not like a scandal or anything. Like, Stevie Nicks' book is not a scandal. But, like, there's a Faye Dunaway documentary that came out. I think it's on Max. And a couple people have messaged me and said, you should watch this, it's really, really good. Fashion designers, I am interested in that. Like the Isaac Mizrahi one, the McQueen one, was fantastic. I think it's just called McQueen. It was so sad and tragic, but it was so, I didn't even know that he was like trained to be like a tailor and all that kind of, did you guys know that stuff? I mean, Alexander McQueen's life is so interesting. I always wanted to be a fashion designer or something when I was growing up. So that stuff's very, very interesting to me. But outside of that, like, I'm not that interested in just reading that stuff or watching that stuff. But apparently this documentary about Faye Dunaway is really, really interesting. And I watched the trailer and I just was like, I have no interest in, I mean, I love Faye Dunaway. I love Eyes of Laura Mars. I love Mommy Dearest. I just don't have a lot of interest in watching it. I mean, I might if I can't find anything else, but I have 300 shows that I want to binge watch. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was just like thinking about the last like documentary that I watched about a famous person, and it was Joan Didion, and I can't remember what it was called. I should look it up because it was it's like a 3-part documentary. It's really, maybe it's just like an hour-and-a-half documentary. Joan Didion documentary. I remember her in her apartment in New York City. Is that what it's called? The Center Will Not Hold. Yeah, that must be it. Literary icon Joan Didion reflects on her remarkable career and personal struggles in this intimate documentary directed by her nephew, Griffin. That's who it is, Griffin Dunn. Oh my God, do you know what's so weird about that is that the movie that I almost picked this week, look at all these documentaries that are coming up here now on Andy Warhol Diaries. See, I would be interested in that. Call Me Kate about Katharine Hepburn, no interest. Studio 54, the documentary. I feel like I've seen so many that there's nothing else I need to know. Who is this? Bombshell about somebody. Rolling Thunder Review, a Bob Dylan story by Martin Scorsese. I have no interest in watching that. Now, Jackie Collins' story called Lady Boss. See, this is interesting because these are all next to that Dirty Pop, the boy band scam. Lady Boss, the Jackie Collins story, I would be interested. Queen of Sleaze or feminist pioneer, powerhouse novelist Jackie Collins created a brash, sex-positive persona while hiding her private struggles. Now that I would watch. That looks interesting to me. This is on Netflix. It's interesting. I've never seen it. What's this one? Senior. Robert Downey Jr. pays tribute to his late father in his documentary chronicling the life and eclectic career of pioneering film Robert Downey Sr. No interest. Pamela, oh, you know what the last one was? Anna Nicole Smith. Even that, like, I wasn't super, like, remembering Gene Wilder, pass. Sly Stallone, pass. The Mystery of Marilyn Monroe, the Unheard Tapes. I think I started watching that. It was so sad I just couldn't. Pamela, a Love Story. I did watch that. I love Pamela Anderson. I love that she is embracing. I think Pamela Anderson is such a good example of embracing aging and just like owning everything about it. She's got a skincare line out now and stuff like that, but she looks so good. And I love that she just like to a lot of things. She doesn't wear makeup. She just like pulls her hair back in a ponytail. Something she's like, if I want to wear makeup, I'll wear makeup. If I don't, I don't, you know? And she doesn't make excuses about it and whatever. That was a good documentary. I liked that. I would love if there was like some... Here, I'll show you how I find true crime documentaries, okay? We'll do this real quick. Best true crime documentaries. Let's do ever, and let's see which ones I've watched. What's interesting is sometimes they'll put in here documentaries. They'll put things that are not documentaries. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes. This one has podcasts. Okay, this is Ranker, the best true crime documentary mini series ranked. Let's see what this one says. Oh, number one is Don't F With Cats. I would completely agree. I thought Don't F With Cats was a fantastic true crime documentary. The Trials of Gabrielle Fernandez. Now, I started that and I never finished it. That is one that I could watch. The Jenks, The Life and Deaths of Robert Durst. That's number 3. I thought that was good. You know what? I should go in here and watch The Trials of Gabrielle Fernandez. Because I haven't... I think it's a series. How many episodes does it say? I didn't watch that all the way. I just started it when The Keepers is number 4. Fantastic. I'll Be Gone in the Dark, number 5 is fantastic. Evil Genius, true story of America's most diabolical bank heist. That was really, really good. Conversations with the Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes. I had absolutely no interest whatsoever. After reading that book, I can't think of her name. It was the very first book we ever read in True Crime Book Club. Anne Rule book. Not When a Stranger Calls. What's that called? Ted Bundy book. Stranger Beside Me. I have no interest in Ted Bundy. I don't really care about Ted Bundy. Making of a Murderer is number 8. I thought that was fantastic. Murder Among the Mormons. That was really, really good and not what I thought it would be about at all. It was about like Mormon literature and like things that like of historical value. Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer. That was really good. Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. I watched that. I don't remember it. Okay. The Pharmacist. Oh, so good. Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. That's about the Warren Jeffs and the LDS Church. Or the FLDS Church. Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. I have no desire to watch it. I've watched a couple things about Jeffrey Epstein. I have no desire to watch anything about him. Murder on Middle Beach. So good. That was by her son that did that. That was probably one of the best documentaries out of... I keep on thinking The Son Investigates His Mother's Murder. It came out in 2020. I think it's on Max. I kept on thinking that they were going to come out with a sequel to that. It was so well done. BTK, Killer Among Us. I don't think I've ever watched that. We read the daughter of the BTK Killer's book in a true crime book club, and like a half of it was all about their hike through the Appalachian Mountains or something. Monsters Inside, The 24 Faces of Billy Milligan. I watched that because they based that that show. I think Sydney Sweeney was in it. That was on Apple. It was okay. I didn't think that documentary was the greatest ever. The Killing Season, the Killing Season was so good. Wild Wild Country, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. True crime or not. It's about a religious cult. Elisa Matsunaga, Once Upon a Crime. I don't feel like I've ever seen that one before. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Undercurrent, The Disappearance of Kim Wall. Is that the one about the submarine? I haven't watched that one. Maybe I should. The Staircase. Oh, I have a couple new true crime documentaries to watch, and maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. Staircase was fantastic. Confession Killer. Oh my God, that put me through it. That was so good. Jimmy Savile, A British Horror Story. I don't watch a lot of British true crime, but I'm more into it now than I was a couple years ago, so I probably need to watch that. Ted Bundy, Falling for a Killer. Oh, that, of all the Ted Bundy ones, that was the most interesting one, but I don't love the Ted Bundy stuff. Time, The Khalif Browder Story. I feel like, when did that come out? I feel like I watched it a long time ago. That was really, really good. The Preppy Murder, Death in Central Park. I think I started that and I didn't finish watching. I need to put some of these down. Dr. Death, The Undoctored Story. Why do I feel like I watched that? I'm gonna have to make a list of these and watch some of these. Oh, Captive Audience. That was about Steven Stayner, and that was what... Have you guys not watched that? Captive Audience? So Steven Stayner was... They made a Lifetime movie. It's my favorite Lifetime movie ever called I Know My First Name is Steven. It was like a 2-part Lifetime movie, and they made it about Steven Stayner. But this is like a 3-part documentary series that shares... The first episode is about Steven Stayner. The second 2 episodes are about his family, and his brother. Like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, because like, I was so shocked. I had no idea about his brother and this whole situation. Murder in the Bayou. I'm almost positive I watched that. The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. I don't know if I ever finished that, but I started watching it. As a little girl that went missing at that resort, Portuguese resort in 2007, yeah. Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. The Tiger King was fun to watch at the time. Wilderness of Air. Wilderness, I've never heard of this one before. Is that one good? Murder Mountain. Okay, so many people have told me to watch this. I feel like maybe I did. This is about 6-part limited series, covers North California's Humboldt County, including the local marijuana industry. I feel like I watched that. About Lorena Bobbitt. I have no desire to watch that. Ken and Barbie Killers, The Lost Murder Tapes. Fantastic. Black and Missing. Derek and Natalie Wilson fight an uphill battle to bring them. I haven't watched that one. That looks good. The Innocent Man. Oh, that was so good. John Grisham helped with that one. Conversations with the Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes. I feel like I watched that. I have no desire to read anything else about or watch anything about John Wayne Gacy. The Sons of Sam and Descent into Darkness. Maury Terry becomes convinced that serial killer David Berkowitz did not act alone. I would watch that. I don't know what that's on. I've never seen that. I want to watch this summer, Son of Sam. You have to rent it, I think, to watch it, because it's like not like currently out there. How I Caught My Killer. That one, that's a series. Real life stories. But yeah, that's interesting. Alexa. McMillions. McMillions was really good. Crime Scene, The Vanishing of the Cecil Hotel. That one was good. Crime Scene, The Times Square Killer. Why don't I feel like you know which one is not on here, which is surprising to me, is the gay one, about the gay. We read the book and then the documentary was really, really good. There's a couple on here that I'm thinking are Murders at Starved Rock. I've never watched that. We're at 47. City of Angels, Helter Skelter. I have no desire to read anything whatsoever about Charles Manson. I'm kind of surprised. The Murdaugh Murders is 51. That really, I wonder when this was updated. What is this one? The Vow. What is that about? It's not good. This is about that NXIVM, an organization marketed as self-help. I have never watched any of those documentaries, but I heard that they were really good. Sophie, A Murder in West Cork is 53. That was so good. House of Hammer. I never watched that. About Army Hammer. People told me that was really good. Where's Goodnight Sugar Babe? I love Goodnight Sugar Babe. See, here's another one. Conversations with Killer, Jeffrey Dahmer tapes. I started watching. I was like, I can't do this. John Wayne Gacy again. The Smiley Face Killers. I never finished that. I started watching that, never finished it. I'm gonna have to make a list of all these. Homicide Los Angeles is higher ranked than Homicide New York. That was horrible. So this must be current, because now they have on here The Black Widow Over 6 Wives of Thomas Randolph is number 66. There's so many that I would put above here. Sasha Reed in The Midnight Order. I have that on my list to watch. How on Earth, the Veronica case? Never heard of that. The Life and Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. I feel like I know so much about that. Here's Perfect Wife, The Mysterious Disappearance of Sherry Papini. I just watched that and covered that. Betrayal of Father's Secret. That looks good. Two Shallow Graves. I started watching this the other night. The Yara Gambriace case, Beyond Reasonable Doubt. That's on Netflix right now. American Nightmare. See, American Nightmare is 76. That was about the girl, the woman that was kidnapped, and they thought her fiance or boyfriend did it, and they're now married. That was so good. Why is that not higher ranked up here? Keeper of the Ashes, the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders. That one should be ranked up higher. Why are these not ranked up higher? What's the one with Jax Miller? That one was so good. Relentless was so good. The Jax Miller one was the same. Hell in the Heartland. That one was so good. So many of them are missing on here. What's about the woman, about the people that killed that old lady? This one looks like it, Murder in the Shadows, but this is not it. But that one looks so good. Or that one was so good. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is 91. Okay, I'm going to have to write some of these down. The White House Farm, that's like a British one, but I've been wanting to watch that one because that keeps on popping up. Anyway, well, the Beauty Queen Killer. That one was so good, 9 Days of Terror. I'm kind of surprised that one's... The Pillowcase Murders was fantastic. Ashley Madison's... Maybe they're not ranked high enough yet because they just came out. The Pike County Murders. Oh, that was so good, the Pike County Murders. I'm going to have to make a list of all these. Go through here and make a list of these true crimes. Psycho, The Lost Tapes of Ed Gein. I've read enough about Ed Gein. I don't need to ever read about him again. Sorry, Mel. Oh, here it is. Last Call. When a serial killer stalked queer New York. That was so good. Yeah, I'm going to write all these down. I'm going to make a list of my true crime shows to watch. Put this all the way back at the top. This is on Ranker, the 10 most haunting true crime docuseries. Ooh, I'm going to have a whole weekend of true crime. I got to get off here now. I got to get off here and get these videos done. I got a whole weekend of true crime. Anyway, that was probably so boring for some of you, and other people probably loved that part. But anyway, I'm going to sit in the dark and upload my videos and get real scared. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Friday and a fantastic beginning to your weekend. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Be kind to one another. Treat each other well. Do something special for somebody else this weekend and don't tell anybody. Just something nice. It doesn't have to be over the top, you know. Just pull in your neighbor's trash cans or, you know, say compliment somebody. Just do something nice for somebody this weekend. But most of all, be nice to yourself. You deserve it. And if you're going through a hard time right now, just tell yourself that the sun will rise again and you're going to get through this and this too shall pass. And I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.